Okay, how's this? You make me a better public speaker and I'll get you laid.
You can get the ad-free experience on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/who's right.
I want to apologize in advance to anybody that's listening to this episode.
Okay.
Because I want to treat this a little differently than we normally do when we have a surprise guest.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to let them know that it's gonna be dog shit. Like, I'm fully anticipating this episode to be a fucking train wreck. Hi, Doug. I hope you're having a great week. My name's Brendan, and I'm the founder of Master Talk, a YouTube channel I started to help the world master the art of public speaking. Great to see what you're doing with the Who's Right podcast. Great focus on what's right, first and foremost. I'm reaching out to your show to help your audience navigate how to present effectively online and share my free resources with folks during this difficult time. Let me know if you'd be interested in having me on as a podcast guest for your show, and I hope you're staying healthy and happy. Okay.
So you thought the first thing I thought when you read that to me, and you said out loud exactly the first thing I thought. Yeah, he's never listened to our show. This guy's never listened to our show.
We're going to bring this guy into the envelope. Is that what you say?
Yes. Yep. Bring him into the envelope.
And he's going to teach us how to public speak.
What the fuck? This is the wrong kind of brown.
What's up, Brendan?
What's up, Doug? Johnny, Fatty? Good to see you guys.
All right. So I looked at your YouTube channel and I seen that you were dark skinned. So I brought in an Egyptian to translate. But it turns out you speak better English than all of us. So
Yeah, from working too hard at a call center.
So my first question is, what is your opinion of Donald Trump? Second question.
What a dick. Stole my spotlight.
How are you going to teach us to be better public speakers?
Now what are we going to do?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things people get wrong about Donald that I'll comment on. Really
No,
quick.
I was fucking with you about that.
Oh, sure.
He was fucking with me is what he was doing.
So for me, I think communication applies for all of us, right? It's not just for the executive in a boardroom.
Stop. Nope.
Oh, okay.
You are not going through a fucking. I want
Talk.
you.
This isn't a TED Talk.
I want you to tell me and Johnny how we can become better public speakers.
Well, it depends. What is your guys' goal? Like, what do you guys want to achieve?
To
I want to be
better
the
public
CEO of
speakers.
Apple.
So whereas the key is, even stand-up comics do this, is they start with the punchline first. They start with the lesson first. So the first step is figuring out what that is. So you start there, and then you write a bunch of stories, and you figure out which one helps you serve that goal the best. That's the way you tell stories.
Turns out he was Jewish the whole time.
There you go.
So you start with the punchline and then you work backwards.
So on paper, not in the actual live.
Oh, not in the actual conversation. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, all right.
And then the story leads up to that punchline. Whether that's a good punchline or not is a different story. But then you kind of figure out what makes the most sense. Yeah.
I didn't get any of that.
You have a white person voice.
I do. Yeah, it's
And-
very wide.
If like you talk to some girl on the phone or something, and then you show up and she's like, "Oh."
He sent his servant.
I've always been scared of
Send the
dating. So
car
actually,
driver.
never
Why is
happened
that?
yet. So.
Okay, how's this? You make me a better public speaker and I'll get you laid.
I think that's a good deal, man. We can work something out. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, this just I've always been afraid of commitments. I focus most of my time on the business, so never really focused on girls that much.
No.
Ugh. How old
All
are
right.
you?
I'm 26.
Yeah, we got some. We're gonna have to change this conversation. I think
Uh-oh.
we need to figure out what's really going on with him, because it's not. I'm focused on my fucking business. I promise you that.
There's a deeper psychological issue that
Either-
you'll find out.
There always is.
Either you're gay, or you're just deathly afraid of putting your penis in a vagina. That's the only two options.
It's probably the second. It's definitely not the first.
Jamie is taken away.